Okay. Hare Krishna, miraculous param. That's a miracle. I am
Preethivilasini Mataji.
Preethivilasini Mataji. Look at her. Bright and beautiful. So we'll wait for a few minutes. I mean, we'll wait till 7:15 or 7:17 until kids come. Is that fine, Mataji?
Happy Radha appearance, Mataji.
Yeah, happy Bahulashtami Kunda appearance day.
I see live,
Jaravi. I see Jaravi.
Oh, it is taking time. I don't know why.
I see Jaravi joined.
It is little slow, Mataji, today. Live is not coming. I did live, but it's saying some problem. Yeah, we'll do it again.
There's a problem today.
It's not coming. It's taking time today. Shall I do YouTube, Mataji? I will do YouTube.
Okay, I see many of you have joined. So today, instead of Sita Priti Mataji, I will be entertaining you all.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Abhinav, Abhigya, Jahnavi, Kushi, Smriti, Vinita Mataji, and Vrinda. Miraculous Param, Abhinav, Samskriti.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So very nice to see you all. So today, anyone knows what we are celebrating? Yes, miraculous Param.
Bahulashtami.
Bahulashtami. Yes. What is the meaning of Bahulashtami?
Mataji, can I say?
Yes, you can.
Mataji, Bahulashtami is when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu rediscovered Radha Kunda.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Yeah. And then?
He went preaching, Mataji. He went preaching.
Very nice.
And then he went to Jagannath Puri and became a sannyasi.
Oh, yeah, that's so sad. But very good for us, right? With Krishna consciousness. Tadiparti, tell me.
There is the cow and the tiger, I believe.
Cow and the tiger story.
Yeah.
So we are going to touch upon all of these different stories. We'll look at the appearance of Radha Kund from the Srimad Bhagavatam, which involves the killing of Arishtasura. And we'll also look at the tiger and the deer story, tiger and the cow story. And then we'll do a small activity for our Sanskrit session. Okay. Okay, Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitanam Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschayati Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Can we all chant together, okay? At least 5 times Hare Krishna mantra.
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Hare Hare. Okay, let me ask you all a question. Which do you think is the most sacred place in this universe? Yes, miraculous.
Mataji, was the question, what is the secret place?
Not secret, sacred means very pure and reciprocal.
Oh yeah, Radha Kund.
Vrindavan, you start with Vrindavan. Good. Okay. Smriti, you wanted to say something?
Mataji, I was also thinking Vrindavan and Radhakund and Shyamakund.
Okay, so both of you said Vrindavan, then Radhakund, Shyamakund. Abhigya?
Mataji, I think it's like Vrindavan, Radhakund, Shamakund, anywhere like Krishna was and where he walked. So that's the most sacred.
Very nice. Very, very beautiful. Very nice realization. Abhinav?
Vrindavana and Radhakund, Krishna's favorite places.
Very beautiful. Yes. So you all already have the answer. So Srila Rupa Goswami in the Nectar of Instruction, he writes in this entire world, actually better than the spiritual world is the Mathura Mandal. Yeah, Goloka Vrindavan, someone wrote here. So someone has written Goloka Vrindavan, right? So what we
Me,
understand,
Mataji.
who's that Kana?
It was me, Mataji, Atar.
Attar, very nice Attar. Who's a good Vrindavan. In our calculation, the best place for us to achieve is Goloka Vrindavan, right? But Srila Rupa Goswami is of the opinion that even better than Goloka Vrindavan, the spiritual world, there is one place that is better. And interestingly, he says it is Mathura Mandal. Mathura Mandal includes Vrindavan, it includes Mathura, it includes all the surrounding areas. So all of that is very, very great, is what he says. And then he says beyond that, especially, like if you zoom into this Mathura Mandal, if I ask you which is the best place within this, one may say that the forests of Vrindavan are very special. Why? Because Krishna performed his pastimes, right? He roamed around, like one person said here in the call, that everywhere where Krishna's footprints are there, that is a very special place, wherever Krishna walked and performed pastimes. So especially the forests of Vrindavan are considered very special. And in that, there is one place in the forests of Vrindavan, there is one particular location that is considered very sacred. Any guesses which one?
Radhakund.
Radhakund is final. Before Radhakund,
Bahulashtami.
Bahulavan, yeah, okay. But we finished the forests of
Govardhan Mountain.
Govardhana?
Mountain, yes.
Oh, I said the same time.
Govardhan Mountain, Mathura. Govardhan.
Yes, Govardhan is very, very sacred. Not secret, sacred. Okay. And if you zoom into Govardhan, which is the best place, you all already answered. It is Radha Kund. Okay, so Radha Kund is considered extremely special, very, very special. Why? Because it's liquefied love of God. So we are all after love of God, right? Isn't that the goal of life? We should all get love of Krishna. That is the goal of life. The goal of life is actually not even attaining liberation from this world. It is attaining love, Krishna Bhakti, Krishna Prema. That is the goal of life. So liquefied prema of Krishna, that is Radha Kund. Interesting, right? So that's why it's considered so special. I didn't put the verse. I was supposed to put the verse, but I explained the verse to you. I forgot to put the slide. Forgive me for that. Okay, so now let's get into the story of Arishtasura. Interesting. You've all seen little Krishna, so you're all experts. If I go wrong, you have to correct me. Okay, so you have to watch out and see what mistakes I make and let me know.
Mataji, I think I seen this card. I seen it in a cartoon in Little Krishna.
Yes.
Watched Little Krishna.
Yeah, little Krishna is where the story is being dealt with in great detail. So I'm going to try to retell the story. May not be as effective as little Krishna, but let me try, okay? And I'll ask you questions.
Mataji,
Hmm.
I watched all the episodes of Little Krishna, so I know like I maybe forgot some, but I think I know all of the demons slash monsters. Mataji.
Leela, yeah. So Arishtasura, he came in the form of what animal?
A bull.
A bull.
What is a bull? Bull is
A small
A
bull.
male cow.
oh, excellent. Bull is a male.
Male cow.
Very nice. That's a bull. Okay, so he came in the form of a bull or a male cow. That's how it is described that Arishtasura appeared. Now, Arishtasura in the land of Vrindavan, he was sent by Kamsa. Right? Kamsa sent many demons to kill Krishna and Balram. And one of the last few demons after Arishtasura, it was Keshi, and I think Vyomasura after this. But one of the last few demons was Arishtasura. Okay, so Arishtasura was sent by Kamsa and he came to Vrindavan during the twilight. What is the meaning of twilight?
Like dark. Like mostly like late evening.
Yes, correct. Very late,
Almost just before dark.
just before dark when there is a sunset. So actually, Vrindavan during twilight. And twilight is the time when Krishna and the gopis were getting ready for dancing. Okay, so once it becomes dark, we all know the Rasa Leela happens when the moon comes out, right? So they were getting ready for dancing. But at that time, there was this terrible, terrible looking demon. You know how he is described? His hooves. Bulls and horses, they have hooves. You see the legs here, they don't have fingers, right? They don't have fingers. They are called as hooves. Some hooves are split, like like if you see different animals, you'll see that some hooves are split and some are just single, like horses. They just have a single hoof like that. So this hoof, they were pushing down the earth, like he was so heavy, huh? So he was pushing down the earth. He was walking like that, and it was like the gopis and Krishna and Gopas, they were all thinking, oh, there's an earthquake happening. So he was pushing the land like that into it, and he huge curved horns, like you see in this picture. These horns were so big that they were almost reaching the clouds. Okay. So if you go to places of higher altitude in the mountains, you can see actually the clouds flow through wherever you're going, right? So like that in Vrindavan, it was almost twilight. It was quite cloudy. At that time, this bull, this Arishtasura, he came and making terrible noises. And he was very unclean. Huh? He didn't have decent habits. So he was just coming like a very nasty person, very, very nasty person. And hearing the noise that he was producing and the vibration that was caused because of his appearance, there were many little cows, who were pregnant, who were having babies, and many women also having babies, and they all had miscarriages. That is so sad. Why? Because of fear. Everybody was so startled and they were in total fear. They didn't understand where the sound was coming. And little fetuses, little babies were dying because of the appearance of this cow, of this appearance of this bull. So do you think this bull is a good person? He's good, he has good intentions? No, right? He doesn't have good intentions at all. Miscarriage, meaning babies are dying. So he's a big sinner. Huh? So quickly, we looked at this. All the cowherd boys like Sridham, Subal, all of them, they turned to Krishna immediately and they screamed out to Krishna for help. So whenever any of the Vrajavasis are in danger, their first thought is, Krishna, we need your protection. So that is how even we should be. At the time of fear or at the time of any problem, we shout out to Krishna. Yes, Radha, what did you want to say?
What does miscarriage mean?
Miscarriage means there is a baby that is formed in the tummy, right? For a pregnant lady. Suddenly that baby just, it just dies, basically.
I
That's-
thought they switched the babies or something.
No, actually the baby is prematurely born and it is like, it just goes away. The fetus goes away. That's what it is.
Like it just dies inside the womb.
Sort of, yeah. Don't worry too much about that. Let's forget that part. But this is what Arishtasura was doing. Okay, don't feel sad. It's okay. Krishna was there, okay, to protect everybody. So he was really, really bad. And all the cowherd boys, they were screaming out to Krishna, oh, Krishna, please protect us. And at that time, Krishna came forward. He understood that this is no ordinary problem. A terrible demon has come and he's a great sinner. He's performed a great sin. Why? Because so many people have had miscarriage. He was feeling extremely angry. And Krishna called him a asattama. Asattama means a great sinner. You've performed such a big sin. You're doing two sins. One is you're frightening cows. Okay, cows are meant to be protected. One of the biggest sins is cow slaughter. So if cows are not protected and if cows are in danger, it's considered a great sin. So he calls him, you are a bull, huh? But you're frightening cows. What sort of person are you? And secondly, it is because of you so many miscarriages, So you've created a great sin. So he calls him Asattama. Now here itself Krishna has indicated that this bull should not be spared. He might come in the form of a male cow, but still such a person who's causing such a horrible sin must be punished. Okay, so he only tells you are Asattama. What sinful?
Mataji? I heard from somewhere, I think it was the Krishna book. Arishtasur had a giant black cloud above him, right?
Yeah, almost because his horns were touching the clouds and it was moving like that. He was roaring.
Yes.
So what Krishna did is he called out to him and he wanted to face him, okay, in a battle 1:1. So he started slapping his arm. Sometimes, when you want to show your power, you show your muscles, right? Like this, like this. So Krishna was slapping his arms and he was ready to fight with Arishtasura. So he called out to Arishtasura, slapping his arms. And then as Arishtasura was, making these terrible noises and he was going further, he looked at Krishna and he started walking towards Krishna. At that time, Krishna very casually, like sometimes when you have some, an enemy approaching you, you want to irritate the enemy. What would you do? You'll be like, you'll act like as if, hey, enemy, you're nothing to me. So like that, Krishna very casually, he put his arm around Subal and he was standing and he was looking at Arishtasura. You want to attack me? You don't know how powerful I am. So like that, Krishna was looking at Arishtasura, placing his arm very casually on his dear friend Subal. Okay. Now, seeing the attitude of Krishna,
Little Krishna. This from Little Krishna.
Yes, looking at the very, nonchalant attitude, very casual attitude of Krishna, this Arishtasura got even more angry. He was thinking, what? You don't have fear about me? See what I can do. So anyone has pets at home? Cow? I mean, so no, you won't have cows. Sorry. What's that? Dog or cat? Anyone has? Anyone has a dog or a cat?
No, Mataji, I'm half allergic to dogs.
Mataji, I used to have birds.
Why?
Birds. Very nice.
My mom.
Mataji, I have a pet squirrel. Mataji, I have a pet squirrel and bird.
Squirrel, bird, yeah. So these animals, they have a way of communicating, right? Like, for example, you might have heard from your neighbors or friends, when dogs are very friendly, they behave in a certain way. They wag their tail. Have you heard about all these things? Like, have you observed dogs? And when they are angry, they stare at you in a particular way. So like that, animals, they have their way of communication. So this Arishtasura, what he did was, he raised his tail, the cow tail, he just raised it in anger, and he was twitching his tail, meaning he was going like this, with his tail, showing that he's getting angry. He's getting very angry with Krishna. And his horns became straight like this. Okay. When you see these, what are they called? Like the mountain goats, when they attack, they bend down like this and they attack, right? So like that, Arishtasura took position. He was ready to kill Krishna with his horns. And then he, with red hot eyes, look at the eyes, it's so red. So with red hot eyes, he was looking with anger, bloodshot eyes, Bhagavatam says. It's like as if blood is getting into that eyes. So he was looking at Krishna very angrily, and he was glaring at him with arrogance. And all these everyone could make out just with the body language of Arishtasura, how angry he is and how ready he is to attack Krishna. So like this, in this mood, this Arishtasura, he started rushing towards Krishna in full speed, just like a thunderbolt. A thunderbolt is the weapon of Indra. It's considered the most powerful physical weapon, okay? So when the thunderbolt comes, it comes in full speed. So like that, this Arishtasura, he started running. He started running towards whom? Towards Krishna, who was casually standing like that. The minute Arishtasura came close to him, Krishna caught him by his horns. He was pointing his horns like that, right? So Krishna grabbed him by his horns and threw him back. So you all know it's velocity and speed and all of that, right? All of you are science students. So if an object is approaching you, okay, and you want to get rid of that object, what would you do? Can you throw that forcing object forward like this, or you will just grab the object and throw the object like this? What would you do? Yeah, miraculous Param. Tell me.
I would like throw it in the air.
Throw it in the air, right? Yes, Abhigya and Radha.
Mataji, so like you have to throw it like sideways, because like if you keep it forward, it will just push you back. So
Exactly.
that's why you have to do it sideways. There's also like this tiny trick for it. So like an experiment.
Correct, Abhigya.
Same as a bhigya.
What's that? Yeah?
Same as a bhigya.
Yeah, so that's what Krishna did. He threw him backwards like that, actually, and so much so that he threw him 18 steps far away. Like if it takes steps, 18 steps far away. That's really powerful, because Abhigya, sorry, not Abhigya, I'm sorry, Arishtasura. I didn't mean to call you Arishtasura. You don't be angry. So Arishtasura was so big, but Krishna caught him and threw him 18 steps away. Just like how one elephant would fight another elephant. The elephants are big, so Krishna was so powerful like an elephant. Now this bull, he fell down. He fell down and he was breathing very hard. He was sweating all over. And then he got up, he again looked at Krishna and he started charging Krishna. Charging means to attack with full force. Okay. Then when he started attacking Krishna like this, Krishna again seized him by his horn and put his foot, he took the support of his foot. He pushed Arishtasura caught his horns with his hands, and then he trashed him down, okay, to the earth, and he started beating him like a wet cloth. Have you seen in India anybody, your grandmother, or how they beat cloth like this?
Yeah, Mataji, I saw that.
Mataji.
On a stone.
Saw that.
Yeah. So like that, he caught her, pushed him, knocked him down to the ground, and then trashed him like as if you wet cloth. And finally, what he did was he took out the horn of Arishtasura and killed him with his own horn, meaning Krishna didn't use any weapon. When Krishna is in Vrindavan, he doesn't use weapons. So he has Sudarshan Chakra, he has all these Sharanga bow, he has so many weapons. Krishna possesses many weapons. He used all his in Dwaraka, in Vrindavan. Okay, so he took the horn of Arishtasura, he poked Arishtasura and he killed him. So he yanked out one of the demon's horn and struck him until Arishtasura lay prostrate. So prostrate is all like flat dandavats, right? So like that, till Arishtasura became flat and like dandavats, Krishna actually poked him or killed him. Now Arishtasura was dead, but there is a problem. All the gopis, they were very angry with Krishna because Krishna killed a male cow. Cows are to be protected. We already saw that. It's the sin to kill a cow. It's one of the greatest sins. So Radharani and all the gopis, they were very, very upset with Krishna. So now it was time, the twilight had gone and the moon had come up. So it was time for dancing with the gopis. Okay, so the Rasa Leela had to begin. Now Krishna went and he said hello to all the gopis, and all the gopis were refusing to talk to Krishna. They said, no, you are sinful. You're a killer. How can you kill a bull? Huh? You've killed a bull. A bull is a male cow. So don't even touch me today. How can a sinner touch me? So like that, all the gopis were telling, don't come close to us. We don't want to associate with you. So then Krishna said, what are you talking? How can you tell that I am a sinner? He's such a terrible demon. He was disguised as a bull. You think he was really a bull? No, it was just a disguise. He had taken the form of a bull. Because of him, so many cows died. So many baby cows died. So many babies died. Can't you see that? He's a big sinner. How can you tell me that I have created a sin? But then Radharani said, oh Krishna, that may be true. But even though Arishtasura was a terrible demon, still, because he took the form of a male cow, you have to undergo atonement. Just like how Indra underwent atonement when he killed Vritrasura. Anyone knows in what form Vritrasura was?
Machi Brahmana.
But what form was he when he killed?
A bull.
A bull. A cow.
Then what else?
Snake.
Hey, this is getting crazy. Snake, it seems. What else animal you have in mind?
Machi Brahmana.
He was the son of a Brahmana, but what form was he in?
Human.
Yeah, no.
A frog. A frog.
Frog, okay. Interesting. It's getting next to fish.
Fish. Frog. Fish.
All your favorite animals? Bacteria, virus, anything else?
A lion. A king.
King,
Say
okay.
devotee.
Think more.
Machi Demon.
Demon, who said that?
Advait Mataji.
King.
You get us
It was
started.
in the text. It's text clues.
Advait, congratulations. You said the right thing. He was a demon. He was in the guise of a demon. He was a great devotee, of course. But at that point in time, he was a demon, right? Now, this Indra, though Vritrasura was in the guise of a demon, he was in the form of a demon because he was a great Brahmana. Like someone said, he's a Brahmin. That is correct. He was the son of a Brahmin.
Machi, that was me also.
You okay?
That was me too.
Okay, buddy. That was
He was saying.
because of that, Indra had to undergo atonement. Atonement means like paying off for your sins. So he was hiding in the stalk of a lotus and he was doing penance and all that. You know, he had to give up his position. He underwent a lot of problems. So Radharani said that, see, Indra, he did such a great sin of killing the son of a Brahmana, meaning a Brahmin actually, though he was in the guise of a demon. So similarly, this bull, I mean, you are calling it a demon, but he has come in the form of a bull, a male cow, and you have killed him. That means you have to also undergo atonement like Indra. So you better undergo atonement. So at that time, Krishna asked Radharani, how can I atone for this act? What should I do? Then Radha said that you can purify yourself if you take bath in all the holy places in the world, in all the three worlds. So at that time, Krishna was like, what are you telling me? I have to go to every holy place, go bathe there, and then come back after a big Tirtha Yatra, after a big pilgrimage. All that is not possible. So he says, I will bring all the holy places here and I will take bath in all the holy rivers right here. So look at me. Saying that, Krishna strikes his heel. Like the feet is there. This part of the feet is called as the heel, right? You all know body parts, of course. So he struck the heel, and when he struck the heel in the ground, it made a little hole. And there he invited all the holy rivers to come. And all the holy rivers with their different presiding deities, Ganga, Kaveri, Yamuna, Saraswati, Sindhu, Narmada, everybody, all the different holy rivers along with their presiding deities, they all came and they filled up that hole. Not only did the rivers from this universe come, even the river from below, he struck the heel down, right? So what is there below? What planetary systems are there below? Anybody know? Atala, Vitala, Sutala, all of that is there. So there is a river called as Bhogavati. Okay, she's an expansion of Ganga who flows in the lower planetary systems. So Bhogavati also came from below. So like that, all the different rivers, they came and they filled that up, and a big Kunda was created. A big pond was created, filled with the waters of all the holy rivers. And then Krishna said, now look, I will take bath here. And he said, hey, Sakis, you're all teasing me, telling that I should go everywhere and do pilgrimage and take bath everywhere. I brought all the holy rivers here. And he jumps into that river and he says, see, now so easily I got purified. But the gopis, they didn't believe Krishna's words. They said, oh, you are, I don't think you have all the holy places have really come. You're just creating a stunt here. It is not true. But then the personification of all the holy rivers started speaking. They all appeared one by one on the scene. They all appeared folding their palms. One lady said, oh, I am the salt ocean. Another one said, I am Sindhu, I am Sona, I am Tamaraparani. Like that, each and every river, they all came out in personified form. One said, I am the holy place Pushkara. Another said, I am river Saraswati. So like that, all of them, they came. And they said, my obeisances unto you, my Lord, we have all come into this pond. So now Krishna, he nicely took bath and he became very arrogant, obviously, or his friends were teasing him, right? So now it's his chance to tease his friends. So he was telling all the Sakis, he got very arrogant and he said, see what I have done. I brought all the rivers and all the holy places in one place, which means I'm a very pious person. I've done so many pious activities. Otherwise, how will all these places come here? So I'm very smart. So he tells this to Radharani and all her friends. So now Radharani, she got angry. He said, oh, you have created a beautiful lake and you've proved it. I can create a better lake than you. So she said, she looked at her friends and she told, come on, friends, let's all create a beautiful Kunda, a beautiful lake with great care. And it should be more beautiful than this Krishna's Kunda. So to the west side of where this, Arishta had his hooves were imprint, there was a hole. Okay. So there, the gopis, they started digging out the earth using their actually traditionally in Raja, it's told that they started digging the earth from there using their kankan. Kankan means bangles. Okay. That's why that place is called as Kankan Kund, the first part of the Kunda that they created. Using their bangles, they started digging that place. They started digging up the earth and then a big hole, a big well-like thing was formed. And it was looking extremely beautiful. So looking at this beautiful lake that Radharani and her friends were creating, Krishna thought, oh, nice. These ladies, they are going to get successful. So Krishna looked at Radharani and he wanted to please her. He didn't want to fight with her. So he looked at her and he said, Radha, I have lots of water in my kund. So why don't you take some water from my kund and fill up your kund? He says. Radha says, no, why do I need your water? It is impossible. You already fell into that lake and you took bath and that lake has now become contaminated with your sin. How can I take water from there? So she looks at her Sakis and she tells, my friends will get countless number of pots of water from Manasi Ganga, because Manasi Ganga is an expansion of the river Ganges present in Vrindavan. Okay. So she says, oh, my friends can go there and they can get countless pots of pure water from Manasi Ganga and they will fill my kund. I don't want your water. You already took bath in that kund. That whole place is full of sin. Then what Krishna does is he looks up, he looks at a heavenly personality who is the intimate associate of all the holy places. Okay, a personality who was connected to holy places. And he prayed to that person. I mean, Krishna prayed means what? He summoned that person and asked for help. So suddenly that person rose up and out of Krishna's kund, he bowed down to Srimati Radharani, who is Vrishabhanu Nandini, and then with folded hands and tears in her eyes, she began to offer prayers to Radharani. So this personality rose from Krishna's kund because all the holy places were there in Krishna's kund, right? So all the personalities put together was one representative. That representative lady, she got up and she folded her palms and with tears in her eyes, with lots of love and devotion, she started speaking. To whom did she speak? She started speaking to Vrishabhanu Nandini, who was Radharani. She told, oh my dear goddess, even Brahma, nor Shiva, nor Lakshmi, none of them know your glories. Huh? Only Krishna can understand your glories. That's why he's trying hard to take off the sweat and the perspiration from your limbs because you're so tired, you're so fatigued, you're trying to so hard to build a kund. So he's trying to help you. He knows your glories. And he rejoices in your company. He loves you so much. So on Krishna's order, we have come here so that we can fill your kund with our water. So just be merciful towards us. Give your merciful glance and we will come and fill up your kund. Then Radharani, she tells that, okay, you're asking so much. You're asking for this boon that you want to fill up my kund. Okay, she smiles. She looks at Krishna and she understands Krishna's sending this person and requesting so sweetly. So with a glance, she looks at Krishna and she sanctions the desire of all the holy rivers. So she looked at her Sakis. Her Sakis also said, okay, it's okay. They're asking so much, no? So it's okay. So let all the holy rivers come and fill up our kund also. So like this, gaining the mercy of Srimati Radharani, all these rivers and holy places personified, they all came and from Krishna Kund, suddenly, forcibly, all the water started gushing out and it came and filled up Radha's Kund because Radharani gave her permission when everybody was coming and asking her so sweetly. So once Radharani's kund was filled with the waters that gushed out from Krishna Kund, Krishna said, oh my dear Radharani, now that your kund is full of water, let your kunda become more famous than mine. Everyone will celebrate Radha Kund. Nobody will talk so much about Krishna Kund. Shama Kund rather, not Krishna Kund. It's called Sham Kund. Okay. So Krishna said, only Radha Kund will be highly celebrated. And from now onwards, we all will enjoy pastimes in this beautiful Radha Kund. And he makes the statement, this Radha Kund is more dear to, is as dear to me as you are. So you are non-different from Radha Kund. And as much as I love you, so much I love this Radha Kund. Then Radha says that I will bathe daily in your Shama Kund. Sham, don't worry. And even if you kill hundreds of Arishta demons, because I told I won't come to your kund because you killed the Arishta demon and it is sinful, but I was just joking. Even if you kill hundreds of Arishta demons, I will come and I will bathe in your kund. And anyone who has any devotion for you if they come and bathe in this Radha Kund and Shyam Kund and they worship this place where you chastise Arishtasura, they will become very, very dear to me. So like this, on that particular day, the glories of especially Radha Kund and Srimati Radharani was spread in all the three worlds. And then they performed the beautiful Rasa dance. So this is the story of the appearance of Radha Kund. And as one of you said, yes, it was later discovered by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And today, by the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the Goswamis, we can all go and take few drops of Radha Kund water and put it on our head today if you go to Vrindavan. So generally it is recommended that you don't, put inside the water disrespectfully. If you have the permission of your guru, you can get into the water. But otherwise, the best way to worship Radha Kund is to take a few drops of water and put it on the head very respectfully. Okay. So that was the appearance of Radha Kund, and that Bahulashtami is the day when Radha Kund also appears. Okay. Now, one of you also told me about the story of Bahula the cow. So we are going to quickly see the story. Anyone wants to tell me the story? Let's see.
Mataji, can I?
I tell story.
Okay. Smriti say half the story. Abhigya say half the story. Okay. Both of you unmute.
Okay, Mataji.
So first there was a cow, and I saw the story in this in that Krishna. Those all those like little Krishna stories. This is one of the stories. I was wondering why the story came, because I thought and then I said, oh, and then only at the end. So there's this big demon. At the beginning, there's a big demon, and he wanted to kill Krishna. And in that story, there's also a tiger, and he is trying to catch the cow, and the cow's name was Bahula, and all the cows, they were all running here and there, and then this and the demon was actually
It was like just there and it got caught. So the tiger took it to like its den and it was like, I'm going to eat you today, like that. But the cow said, please let me go. I have a baby cow. Let me just go and say bye to it like one last time. So like that cow, it went back
and
it said, yeah.
because I heard like in my version they said, and then the tiger said, okay, so if we don't come back tomorrow, I get to eat you and your calf. And then that's how I heard it.
So yeah, that cow, he went home and it said bye to its baby. So that's then the next day the cow came back again. So like the tiger, it was like so it got like it felt emotion. So yeah, you want to say it?
Then Das is a Brahmana, and then the cows, like the stable master. Sorry, there's like I didn't hear that. My mom's doing prasadam right now. So there's so the cow had a stable master, and then she was saying, "Oh, don't go, don't go." And once they all reached the cave, then each of them presented the stable master said, please eat me. If you eat me, then I won't raise any complaints against you. And because he's always complaining to the chiefs that we need to do something about this tiger. Then the calves came to and she said that no, eat me first, and then because I'm so tender. And then the Bahula said, no, eat me first. The calf will be too small for meat for you. Abigail, do you want to finish the story?
Yeah, so like the tiger, it was like it felt sad because like the tiger actually thought that the cow would never return, but like it felt sad because the cow actually returned and the cow fulfilled its promise. So the tiger just said, you all can go. And yeah.
And then I also heard a nice story. Then that moment that Krishna came to, and then Krishna was saying, "Oh, you tiger! And when you were in ignorance, you thought you could eat the cow. tigers are supposed to be noble creatures and not these carnivorous creatures. And then the tiger got realization.
Machi, I heard the one that Smitty said.
Very nice. See, I really appreciate.
Same. I had the one that Smriti said.
Actually, Mataji, I think there was 3 people. Actually 4: a tiger, the Bahula, the cow, the calf, and there was also a human farmer.
Yeah, they talked about the Brahmana.
Yeah.
About it. So one thing I want to really appreciate Abhigya and Smriti is the way you both were taking turns so nicely. It's so amazing to see devotee kids like you all of you for that matter. Of course, Abhigya and Smriti, they did it very nicely, one after the other. You know, they were so respectful towards each other. And same thing with all of you, Advait and everyone else who unmuted. So respectful towards other devotees, I mean, other kids. That is such a nice value you all have. So I'm so proud of you. Whether you know the story or not is secondary, but the way you treat each other, that is so inspiring. I'm so proud of you all. You're all then very, you're living examples for our next generation. So really keep it up. Very, very happy looking at you all. Thank you all so much. Everyone was respectful and very nice towards each other. All of you, even the ones who are muted today, even all of you, very, very nicely behaved. So thank you so much for being such nice kids. And that was a very beautiful storytelling, taking turns. Thank you so much. All of you said it very nicely, and everyone's version was beautiful. I loved it. Okay. So now, because we do Sanskrit, right? When I come, so our activity, 10 minutes, 15 minutes of activity. What I thought is, because it is Bahulashtami, right? What is Ashtami? Can anyone tell me?
8th day after the moon.
The 8th day. So,
The 8th day, like the half moon.
very nice, very nice. So now what we're going to do is Ashtami is the 8th.
Mataji,
Yes.
Mataji, for Bahulashtami, how come we didn't talk about
Talk about.
how come we didn't talk about like how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu founded Radha Kund?
Radhakund, okay, Radhakund and Shyamakund were filled in paddy fields. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he came there and he could immediately understand that this place is Radhakund and this place is Shyamakund. And he jumps in ecstasy into Radhakund and Shyamakund. And later, with the help of the Goswamis, those paddy fields were kind of removed and reinstated. And today the two kunds are built. So I said it in a very short way, but do you want to add to it? Yeah.
Because Mataji, I heard that the actual day Krishna and Radharani made the Kund is like in March, April, like that time. Is that true?
You should tell me. I don't know. I'm not the right person. Maybe someone on the call can tell. I don't know actually. I just know its appearance of the Kund, that's all. Sorry. But if someone knows, please add, okay? I really don't know much. Our Vrindavan experts are there on the call. So some Rajavasi experts, anyone knows? Okay. So maybe Advait, why don't you do this little activity for us, find out for us, so that we also get knowledge. Huh? Can you do that for us, buddy? Find out, actually, Radha created by Krishna and Radha. Later, when was it found by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Find that for us?
Okay,
Yes.
Mataji. It's because I heard that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu found it today, and the actual day they made the Kund, like all that, like 5 billion years ago, like on
Yeah, and also
in-
when how and the Bahula story came. So just
yeah.
find things put together, and maybe you can send it on the WhatsApp so that we all know the correct details. So, yes.
Do you know when we're going to do like that bread thing?
That's tomorrow, Tuesday, right? Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
And I believe, if I'm not wrong, Tuesday, Vrinda Mataji will be there, but he will also be cooking for a major part of the time because it's going to take a little time. That's what I heard.
That's what I thought.
It's going to be for more time. Vrinda Mataji might have to shorten her talk. I think she's going to talk about Deepavali tomorrow. So she might have to shorten it a bit and you might get into cooking. Okay. And then on the other day, you would probably you would be hearing from Padmasaki Mataji about Govardhan Leela. And then one day would be kids presentation. So like that, this week will get filled up. And then again, next week, we'll have a Monday and Tuesday. Why am I telling all this? So that you know, okay, I'll just finish telling. Next Monday and Tuesday will be holiday for Govinda class because of Deepavali and Govardhan Puja. And many of you might be going to the temple. So Monday and Tuesday is off, but Wednesday, we have the kids presentation. Thursday,
Let's go. We get Monday and Tuesday off. You can go to the
My mom is making 64 items for gold. 50 what?
yes,
Mataji, in her temple, they made 100 offerings on Gopad.
so you want
Mataji, I'm doing a drama of Govardhan Hill and I'm Krishna in that drama.
wonderful. See how nice. Very nice.
Mataji, when I went to Nirvana, we were in a drama, and I was Krishna, and then I had a second one in my temple, and I was Prahlad. Maharaj.
What is that, Vrinda? You have to unmute and talk, Anama. You can't talk muted.
Mataji, I was saying, my mom made 56 items. My mom is gonna make 56 items for Govardhan Puja and invite people.
Wonderful. Very nice.
Mataji, I found something. I put it in the chat.
Oh, I didn't even read any chat message today. 10 chat messages. Chaitra Purnima is in April. April, correct, Amma. Chaitra Purnima, correct. That is Chitra
No,
Masam.
the one above it. The one above it.
Radha Kunda. Okay. However, Srila Jiva Goswami states that Radha Kunda appeared on the midnight of Chaitra Purnima. Thus, according to our Mahajanas, all Gaudiya Vaishnavas should bathe at midnight on this day to honor and respect the actual and real appearance day of Radha Kunda. Radha Krishna's most merciful leela of manifesting these magnificent kundas. So,
Mataji, when is that day?
the Chaitra Mas is April, May or March, April. So for this year, it should be, I don't know, he has put a date.
Mataji, I'm 10 now.
You're 10 now? Wow.
I just turned 10 yesterday.
Happy birthday. Very nice. Very, very
It's a happy birthday. Actually, last month, everybody were telling their birthdays before even class starts. That's how I came to know some of the kids' birthdays and I wanted to wish them. I did it. But after that, nobody were talking about their birthdays. If you have a birthday, please let me know. I will put it on the group so everybody will wish. Hare Krishna.
Happy birthday, Isha. Thank you so much for letting us know.
Mataji, for 2022, Chaitra Purnima was April 16th, and then it already passed, right? So for 2023, it's April 5th.
I see.
So the next one is April 5th, 2023.
Yeah, it makes sense, right? Like as you're telling, even I'm trying to think through it. Purnima should be the day it had appeared because they wanted to have the Rasalila that day. So Rasalila happens on a Purnima, right? So the full moon is when the gopis and Krishna dance. So makes sense. Let's get tithis. Huh? I want you all to get an overview of what each tithi is. So I will ask you, you tell me or the of the moon. Okay. So you all know that the moon waxes and wanes, right? Meaning, like first you have Amavasya, which is the new moon. And then you have a little bit of a moon, like you see a small ring. And then you see that the moon grows till it. Then you come to Ekadashi. That's the day you all fast. Fast means what? Just fast from grains. But you eat all sorts of yummy stuff, I know. Then finally it comes to Purnima, right? So that is called a Shukla Paksha. Shukla means to be white, okay? So the moon, from being a dark moon, Amavasya moon, it becomes a white moon, white Purnima. So this phase is called as Shukla Paksha. Shukla means white. Remember our colors class in Sanskrit? Shukla is white, right? So Shukla Paksha means when the moon becomes from dark to white, okay? The other one is Krishna Paksha. Krishna means black. We saw colors. Krishna is black. So when the moon from being Purnima comes down to Amavasya, it becomes black, slowly turns black. That is called as Krishna Paksha. Okay. Now a month is both Shukla Paksha and Krishna Paksha together constitutes a month. In some calendars, the month begins with a Purnima and ends with a Purnima. Okay, like from Purnima it becomes Amavasya, and then from Amavasya it becomes Purnima. While in some other calendars, the month begins with Amavasya, goes to Purnima, from Purnima again goes back to Amavasya. It just depends on which calendar is followed in which part of India. Okay, having said that, now let's do a rapid fire round. Okay, I will ask you, I will tell the Tithi, you should say which number of the lunar cycle it is. It's very easy to follow this. Ekadashi.
11.
11. 11.
Tritiya.
3rd.
What did you say?
12.
Triti.
I wasn't able to hear.
3. 3.
Dwadashi.
12.
12.
Mataji, Param said 12.
Okay.
Mataji,
Dashami.
I can't hear you because everyone else is talking.
10.
Navami.
9.
9.
9.
Who was born on Navami?
Ram Namami.
Ram Navami. Ram Navami, not Ram Navami.
Mataji, I was born on a Ram Navami.
Very nice. Who was born on Ashtami?
Krishna. Radha.
Krishna, Janmashtami and Radhashtami.
Janmashtami and Radhashtami. Krishna and Radha.
What number is Ashtami?
8. Mataji.
8. Janmashtami.
Let's do Chaturthi. Chaturthi. Who was born on Chaturthi?
Mataji, I was.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Mataji, Narsimha Chaturdashi.
That is Chaturdashi. I am asking Chaturthi.
Ganesha.
Ganesha. Very good.
I'm born on Chaturdashi.
Who was born on Chaturdashi?
Me.
Narsimha Chaturdashi.
Nrsimha Bhagavan.
I was born on Janmashtami.
Nrsimha Bhagavan.
Okay, very.
I searched it up.
Nrsimha
just now.
Bhagavan.
Who was born on Purnima?
Mahaprabhu.
Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
And Balaram Mataji.
Okay, Chaitanya. Oh, yeah, Balram also. Very nice. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Balaram. Yeah. Who was born on Triyadashi?
Huh?
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya
Vasudev.
Bhamini Dwadashi.
Bhaktivinoda Thakur.
Vaman.
Aye.
Vamana.
Triyadashi. What is
Mataji,
Triyadashi?
Rukmini Devi.
No, Rukmini Devi. You're telling it wrong. Come on, buddy.
Yashoda.
Mataji, it's Nityananda.
Nityananda. Thank God.
Mataji, didn't you say Dwadashi?
Dwadashi is Rukmini Dwadashi.
Yeah, Mataji, I thought you said Dwadashi. That's why I said Rukmini.
Trayodashi.
Vaman.
She is which number?
13.
13.
Dashami. What is special? What Dashami do we talk about?
Radha.
It's a festival. It ends with Dashami.
Dasara.
Mataji,
Dashara.
Vijaya Dashami. It's called Vijaya Dashami. Dashara. Very nice. Dashami. What number?
10.
10.
Very, very nice. Who else shall we go? Ashtami in our
Mataji.
no,
Mataji.
six first.
Mataji.
Yes, Kanama. Yeah.
Can I just show you something?
Radha. Yes, Radha. That's
Mataji, who is born in Chaturdashi?
beautiful. Chaturdashi is Nrsimhadev. Very beautiful. Radha, is that Bahulashtami story?
No. And it's
Also Shiva Mataji. Mataji.
I also drew what Radha drew, but mine is a bit different.
Wow, nice. Abhigya and Radha, very good sync. Huh? Very nice.
Mataji.
Like below that, I'm drawing like what it says, like the Pratama and stuff.
Yes. What do you want to tell? Tell something?
Yes, Mataji. So like at Chaturdashi, Shiva also born on that day too. Is Shiva also in Chaturdashi?
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. You know, if you know, please share. Yeah. I know on Pradosha Kal is the time that they worship Shiva, but I don't know about.
Machi, I think they celebrate Shivaratri on that day.
But what day is it? What tithi does Shivaratri come? Do you know?
I don't know, Mataji.
Could be. Yeah,
Chaturdashi?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, Panchami. Anything on Panchami? Who was born on Panchami? Okay, okay. At least let's do the number. What number is Panchami?
5.
10.
Because Pancha means 5.
Okay. Tritiya is 3 we did. Okay. Dvitiya.
2.
2. Dvitiya.
5.
Okay. Who was born on Dvadashi?
Vamana.
Damanadev.
Manavaraha.
Dwadashi.
Vamana Dvadashi. Very nice. And I think Sashti, if I'm not wrong. Sashti, Kartikeya, then what else? Yeah, Pratama. Pratama is very rare. I've not seen any major personality. And Amavasya also I've not seen. Okay.
Mataji hasn't Pratama is rare.
Not rare. I've not seen many personalities. It's not rare. Many people are born on Pratama, but not one of these personalities that we all observe.
What
Okay.
is Pratama?
Nama? Raman?
What is Pratama?
Pratama is the first day. Pratham. Pratham is 1, right? Pratham.
First day of January?
No, it's the day 1.
Mataji, day after Janmashtami, who appeared?
Day after Janmashtami, who appeared? Prabhupada. Prabhupada. Which tithi?
Mataji,
Prabhupada.
Mataji, my birthday is in the month of when Prabhupada and Janmashtami and Lord Nityananda were appearance day.
Very nice. Wonderful. Very nice. Awesome.
And before I was born 1 year, my birthday was on Janmashtami.
Good. So like this, there are 16 tithis, 16 or Shodasha Kala, they call it, 16 phases of the moon. So these are the different 16 and you have identified all the numbers. So good. Next time we'll probably do months. Like one of you were telling about the month, right? So we'll do months next time. So we'll end here. The next class has to start. It's another.
Mataji?
I have to end, buddy. We have the next class.
Mataji?
Yeah.
Ashtami means 8 because Ashta means 8 and Shapta means 7 and Shashti means 6 and Pancha means 5. Chatur means 4. Tritya means 3. Divit, I can't say it, but it's 2. And Chaturdashi is 14. Dwadashi is 12. Ekadashi is 11. After Ekadashi, we have to eat the rice. Like
on Dvadashi, it's a feast. Ekadashi also feast. Dwadashi is a different feast. Okay.
Mataji, I can't remember which one, but on Ekadashi or Dwadashi, we can't pluck tulsi leaves on the tulsi to offer to the Lord. We can't do that one.
Tulsi leaves on
Dwadashi, because like Dwadashi, Tulsi will be tired after fasting.
Okay, because the adults class will start now, so we can't stay here for too long. I'll end here. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa
Kapasindhubhya eva cha patitana pavanibhya Vishnubhya namo namah. Nantakati Vashnaminna ki jai, Mataji ki jai. Jai. All glories to Mataji.
Bye.
Hari Bol.
Bye. Hari Bol.